Hello, everyone. It's Miss Betty, and I am getting ready to cook on Farm Ridge. Today, we are going to make some fried crispy chicken wings, and we are going to make a awesome honey glazed sauce that we're going to glaze them in. This is something that you would probably really like to have for your Super Bowl party. So let me show you exactly what I have done first. I have washed my wings. I brine them overnight. I brine them in cold water. I also use some kosher salt, a sprinkle of sugar, and some hot sauce. So I have my wings here. They have brined. It is nice to brine them overnight, but if you can get 3 or 4 hours in, that's also good. So what I am going to do first is I'm just going to drain the water off of them, all the water, and I want them to become completely dry before I get ready to fry them. I am going to fry them today in my 5-quart Dutch oven. I'm not going to use my deep fryer. Sometimes you just don't want to use that thing because it's hard to clean. And it really, personally, for 8 wings, you got to put a lot of oil in it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to season my wings once they are fully dry. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to make my sauce, okay? So for my sauce, I am going to use some butter, some honey, some hot sauce, some brown sugar. I keep my brown sugar in a container, sealed really tight. That way it's always nice and soft every time I'm ready to use it again. To that, I'm going to add some Italian dressing. I use the dressing right in the bottle. And I also use the zesty Italian dry mix. You can mix them together, you can use them separately, or you can just use each one individually. So what you're gonna do is you are going to get this sauce ready in a pot. I am going to do that and I'll show you exactly how I am going to do it. But I did want to show you my ingredients. Once I get my chicken ready and I get ready to fry it, I told you I bought this awesome, it's called Better Batter bowl. I love it. I put my flour in the bottom. I'm gonna add some flour, and I do use the self-rising flour. I'm going to add like 1/4 of a cup of I'm trying to say the word, not baking powder. What is it? Hold on, because my memory just slipped me. Cornstarch, everybody. So I'm gonna use self-rising flour, and I'm gonna add 1/4 of a cup of cornstarch to my batter because that's going to make my chicken nice and crispy. So I'm gonna season my chicken with my favorite seasoning, my Lorry seasoning, my black pepper, and some Slap Your Mama. That's all I'm going to do because this chicken is already gonna have a little sting to it when I make this sauce. So you get ready. I'm gonna get everything started. And today on Farm Ridge, we are going to make some chicken wings. All right, everybody, I'm back and I am going to get ready to start making the glaze for my wings. Even though my wings are not done yet, but we're gonna go ahead and just get that out of the way. So we're gonna start with a stick of butter. Have it on a low heat. Go ahead and let that melt. All right. Let me get my little spatula out here today. Actually, I'm gonna use a spoon. All right, so my pot was warm, so my butter is already melting. Once your butter is melted, then you are going to add your hot sauce. I like the Louisiana brand hot sauce. It tastes good and it'll make my wings nice and spicy. So one thing about this recipe is that it's kind of hard to measure because you're going to make this and taste it as you go. So you're going to get it as hot or as mild as you would like it. How about that? So we start with the butter. And the butter is melting nicely. And while it's doing that, let's just pour some hot sauce in one of my measuring cups, and I'll tell you how much it is. All right. Okay. I've added about a third of the Louisiana hot sauce in this cup. So that's probably going to make it pretty spicy here. So I'm going to start adding it to my butter. Adding and stir, adding and stir. And at this point, I do not want to add more hot sauce than I need, because then it's going to be hard to cool it down. Okay, so there we go. After the hot sauce is in, let me set that to the side. The next thing you want to add is you want to add your honey. Okay, I have a half a cup of honey here that I am going to pour in. Don't forget to keep stirring, because this mixture needs to come together. Okay. So far we have honey, we have hot sauce, and we have our butter. To that, I'm going to add my brown sugar. Now it's up to you how sweet you want your wings to be. So this is a cup, and I'm going to start with using a little bit at a time until I get my, that looks good, it smells good too. My glaze as thick as I want it. I'm going to go ahead and use the whole cup because we like our wings a little sweet. Okay. Are you still with me? Am I making sense? That's the main thing. Am I making sense? Okay. That looks wonderful. This is so easy because it's only butter, hot sauce, and honey so far. Now, I'm going to add my good seasoning. I do have a half of a package here. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put that all in there. Continue to stir. Oh, wow. That looks good. I want that to get nice and hot. So, can you see it? I get my camera and I bring it over. Actually, the zesty Italian dressing is what makes, and the honey is what makes your sauce stick to your wing, okay? All right. Look at that. I don't want it to be that thin. I want it to be a little thicker, which that means that I will have to add a little bit more brown sugar. But it's coming to a boil, so we'll see. And I want to make sure that this is enough for 8 wings, because that's how many wings that I have today. Okay. See how easy and simple that was? I have another little trick that I usually do too. And sometimes I add just a little bit of orange juice. That's it. That's it. I just made the glaze for the wings. So now all we got to do is wait for our wings to get ready. We'll glaze them. I'll come back and I'll show you. All right, so my wings are completely dry. And I am going to season them. I got on the gloves because I don't want to touch them. All right, so I'm going to use, and all I'm going to do is sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not going to measure because I am that cook. So when you become that cook, you can learn how to do that also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle, sprinkle my seasoning salt, my lemon pepper. I like lemon pepper. It gives your chicken a really nice taste, let's see. This is a new bottle, so it's not coming out too good. All right, there we go. And I'm putting it all on top of my chicken because I'm going to mix it well. Okay, then I have my black pepper. And I have my slap your mama. All right, so these are the only seasonings that I'm going to use because I'm going to add some to my flour mixture that I am going to put in my batter bowl. Okay, let's just get that all mixed up there, and that looks good. I have 8 wings. My oil is getting hot, and And that's it. Make sure you get all of those little feathers off your wings because nobody wants a chicken wing with feathers. I hear people say that all the time. I went to so-and-so, and she had some chicken wings, and they had feathers. Don't do that. Okay, so that's ready. And I'm going to drop some in the skillet, and we'll come back in a little bit, okay? So, just to make sure that my oil is as hot as I want it to be, I'm going to drop in one wing. But here's my bowl. All you got to do is just shake, shake, shake. Shake it. Get all that excess flour off your wing. Take the lid off. Make sure you put your lid on tightly so when you shake, it don't go all over your kitchen. So here's my first wing. Let's drop it in and see how hot the oil is. Okay. It's not as hot as I want it to be because it should really just boil back when it's hot. So my oil is not hot enough. So I'll come back. All right, so now my oil is completely hot. And now I am going to add some more wings. Now what I did is I went old school on these wings. Remember when we used to fold them together so that the wing would be tucked under? All right, tuck those under. Put those under. Let those in the oil. And now that my oil is ready and they are frying nicely, I'll be back. So it's Miss Betty and I'm back. And actually, you know, wing day could be a pretty messy day if you let it. So this is my wing sauce that we made on the stove. I'm going to take one of my wings and we're just going to dip it in on both sides. Glaze it well until it comes out looking just like this. Still frying wings, so let's go ahead and get these bad boys already glazed because I want to make sure that I have enough glaze. Okay. All right. Isn't that pretty? Let's add it to our bowl. So now, you see how easy it is to make your wings and glaze them. So, I'll show you another one. All right. Put it in here. We'll wait for the other one to get ready. And voila! It's so pretty. I'll be back to show you exactly how they all look in just a moment. Once they get done, I'll put them in the oven and let them get just a little bit crispy. This is Miss Betty. I am cooking on Fawn Ridge, and you make it a great day. Remember to replace negative with positive and to be a blessing to someone as you go, and you be blessed also, okay? This is Miss Betty. So, everybody, I'm back, and I have my wings glazed, and they look wonderful. There's only one step left, and that's I'm going to put them in the oven and let them get a really nice glaze. Look at that. They are so pretty. So if you're having a Super Bowl party on Sunday and you want to make yourself some wings, you go ahead, fry you some wings. These are the fresh wings, or you can do the frozen wings in the bag. Go ahead and you can make them with the things that I showed you at the beginning of the video. It's so easy, and you can do it also. Oh my goodness, look at these amazing wings that we have been cooking on Fawn Ridge with today. These are the finished product of my glazed wings. I hope that you too. That was my first one in the corner, so she got a little burnt, but we got it together at the end. And these are my honey glazed wings. Go ahead, make you some. And you too can have some for your Super Bowl Sunday. But today, we are eating glazed wings on Fawn Ridge. All right, you have a great day.